Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. My name is Edgar Mendez. I'm so happy you're here. I want to thank you all. I do appreciate all of your support and all that you do. And today we're going to be doing a reading focused on what does your person regret most. Please don't forget to like and comment. That support really, takes these videos far. And I want to remind you all that there is an extended to this reading as well. If you do find yourself wanting that extended, okay, you can check that out in the comment or description section. Sorry, I was just eating chips. I was just eating those chips anyway. But our very first thing we're going to be looking at, Gemini, is what is their life like right now. So let's see who's going to be answering. Saint Germain again. Saint Germain, can you tell me what is a Gemini's person's life like right now? What are they dealing with? So it is unsurprisingly, their life is very similar for some reason. I do feel like this is someone who has a lot of people around them, a lot of community around them, and they're having a really difficult time letting that go and leaving that behind. It's kind of like very detrimental to one's growth, right? Holding on to what doesn't serve us. But we never know that, right? It's like if you were to have like a comparison, if you did this, where would you be a year from now versus not doing it? You would see the massive difference between where you'd be. But when you're living that experience, you don't really have that. You don't really have that knowledge, right? You don't have access to that. So this is someone whose life is actually very miserable, boring, and very much it feels normal, and that's not in like a good way, right? Normal though. And this is someone who's probably going about their life thinking, oh yeah, this is as good as it gets or something. I don't know. But they're actually it's so much less than what they deserve, right? So what their life is like is it's still the same for the most part. And though there have been some changes, I am seeing that to a certain extent. This is someone where it's the community ties seem to be one of this person's biggest issues. Like I think if I wouldn't be surprised if this person died and they still never got over this thing, because it's such I think there's so many limiting beliefs there. I think that they have a really difficult time. I think there's guilt associated with, like, saying goodbye to these people. Like, they would probably benefit moving to a new city and, like, where they know no one. Like, they would benefit so greatly from that experience, because it's like I don't see this person being able to do that with the people that they currently know and like around them, right? This is someone where they wouldn't ever be able to cut ties like that unless they had that experience. But their life very similar. It's not that they're not growing, but their growth is nowhere near as big and as much as it should be. St. Germain's bringing for an example, like a potted plant where you're in, I have like two plants that are actually right on each side of the camera. Anyway, but they're in a small pot, and these plants are not growing that much, right? Because the pot's so damn small. So this person's planted, plotted themselves in a pot, but it's so small they can't really grow anymore. So all the growth that they can do work from, when it comes to where they are and the people that they're around, they've already done. So they can't grow anymore. They're stuck now. So they need to go to a new pot. And that requires letting go of the old, right? And this is someone who's not about to do that. Let me see what their biggest issue is. It's limiting beliefs. Guilt is another factor here. I also feel like this person has poverty lack consciousness, where they don't think there's anything better. We do have experiences in our life where we're reminded about the amazingness that's out there. And this happens randomly. I don't know what is the purveyor for that, but we do experience that every now and then. We're like, oh my God, there's so much more out there. Why am I settling? I think this person understands that there is more out there, but I don't think that they think they can get it, and therefore they stay. So I'm not sure what this is referring to. It could be like work. It could be friends. I actually think it's everything. You ask me, I think it's everything. But this is someone who's having a very difficult time with that. And it's because, not that they don't know it, there's more out there. They don't think they can get it. Let me see. Is there anything else in terms of what this person's life is like right now? Barren, fruitless. It's It's interesting. Saint Germain brought forward an example. I don't know anything about farming, but he's saying it's like those farming seasons where nothing grows and you don't have any produce. Let's say eat. Like, how are you gonna make it to the winter? Sorry, sorry, it's really funny though. How are you gonna make it to the winter? And yeah, this person don't know. Yeah, so whatever they've been doing, they haven't. It's not work. It's nothing's been fruitful there. I don't know how they're gonna make it through winter, but winter's coming. Shouldn't you be harvesting at this point, right? We're near the end of summer, but they don't have anything to harvest. Very sad, by the way, but necessary for this person to experience that. I'm not sure how many years of drought they'll have to experience before they finally move. Um, because they're so connected to these people. He keeps bringing up the fact that our connections make us feel connected. That is true, but they're often the things that bind us and keep us from moving. They keep us trapped. So it keeps bringing up. Saint Germain keeps bringing up that example. Anyway, any last thing for this person's life? They, in some area of the life, or in maybe at moments in their life, they are experiencing flow. They're experiencing like rejuvenation, that feeling of like plentifulness, but it doesn't last. So I'm not sure what's giving this person a really good example. Saint Germain's bringing forward is like your life sucks, but you go on vacation. Yeah, your life should be great every day. I'm sorry, but it really should be like but it's like the thing that they look up. Sorry, it's funny. It is what it's like. The thing they look forward to their whole year. I'm going on vacation to so and so place. Yeah, that's no way to be. But they have some moments of this anyway. All right, so let's see. So can you tell me, Saint Germain, what or how does this person currently feel about Gemini? Let's take a look here. One of the things that this person does feel about you is that you are on the more plentiful side. They don't believe that they deserve that plentifulness. There is a lack. Remember that I said that this person has poverty, lack consciousness? I thought it was just that they don't think that they can get it. They also don't think that they deserve it. Does it make sense? I hope that makes sense. Yeah. They don't think they can get it, nor do they think that they deserve it. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. But they have that within themselves. So yes, you are plentiful, but do I deserve that plentifulness? They don't believe that. They don't feel that. And then this is someone who's kind of stuck there. Understanding what plentifulness is. They are grateful, though, that they had a time to experience that. Seasonal harvest, I guess, it is what it is. That's the word that I'm getting. They are grateful that they are able to experience that, but they don't believe that they can have that in their heart. Or I'm not sure where this is coming. I feel like it's surrounding the heart. If you ask me, like fears surrounding the heart. How else does this person currently feel about the Gemini viewers? Oh yeah. They also feel like you're moving forward with your life, and that you're moving on to bigger and better things. Again, this is that self-worth that I was picking up on when it comes to themselves. They don't see themselves as better. They don't see themselves as something as good as what you can get. So they see you as someone who can actually conquer this world, have amazing things in this life. And they don't think that they are a part of that amazing category, essentially, right? They don't think that they are worth your time and worth your effort. There is that self-worth that's there, by the way. It's partially why they actually keep investing in connections that are worth less. And I do mean worth space less. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's how you say it, right? Like worth less than you. It's because they believe that that's on par with them. It is not. But this is someone who needs to learn the hard way, right? That they are valuable and they are worthy and they are talented and they have a lot to offer this world. But until they learn that, they're going to keep feeling the way that they're feeling, and it's going to keep pushing this person to stay where they are. So even though their life sucks and it's barren, there's growth there nonetheless. And the growth isn't like sprouting up new harvests. It's more of understanding that they're worth more than that. So even though this person may have years of this, of investing in connections that are less than what they deserve, every time they do that, they learn a little bit more, a little bit easier, a little bit harder, right? That they are worthy of more. So they're exactly where they should be, even though it may feel like that's not the case. It is exactly it though, because where they are is what's teaching them what they need to learn. Period. End of story. You won't teach them that they deserve more because you are always going to feel like you're out of reach. You're always going to feel like something that they're going to lose eventually. What is going to teach them that they deserve more is investing in less. It's beautiful. I see it as beautiful, but it's tragic nonetheless as well. There's space for both here, right? But yeah, they see you as super valuable, someone who deserves everything. They really would like to cherish you. They hope that you find that the things that you deserve as well. Like they really do. I think they want more for you than they want for themselves. It kind of reminds me of like something I see my mom do or my family do. And I always turn around the question, like, do you feel the same way about yourself? They never say yes, by the way, real crazy. But it's the truth. A lot of people want more for other people than they want for themselves. And this is someone who's in that boat right now. It's real sad. But when they learn when they learn to want the best for themselves, that's when their life is going to change for the better. But until that happens, no. So this is something that's at play though. But they really do want the best for you. They want you to have the life that you deserve, and they want you to have all the happiness that you deserve, and they think that you are. And again, it's something about like, it's not lottery, like a lottery ticket, I guess, but it's like not everyone gets that. This is a limiting belief that is rampant in the world that we live in, right? Because all of us see things as finite, right? As there only being so many opportunities, so many types of jobs, there's so much money in this world, right? And this is someone who has this, right? This belief system that tells them that yes, there is a lot better out there, but there's not enough for me to get it. But they think that there's enough for you, and they feel like you are someone who deserves it enough, and that you will get it. So it's interesting. They think a lot of you, by the way. So they really do. They think a lot of you, and they want the best for you. All right. So can you tell me, what does this person regret most about when it comes to Gemini, Saint Germain? What does this person regret most? One of the things that this person regrets most, this has to do with not appreciating you when you were in this person's life. And it has to do with savoring it a little bit more, being grateful for it a little bit more. I do feel it's such a strange thing. I got this twice now, Doom imprint. All of us have, like, sometimes we have imprints in us. We do have to have those removed, by the way. Imprints, you can have them removed. Who removes them? I think you can actually ask Metatron or Saint Germain to remove your imprints from you. But I got that twice, Doom imprint. It's like this person truly believed that they were going to lose you no matter what. That you were going to go and find something better no matter what. Because they always saw you as worth way more than themselves. Their regret is to be slightly detached as a result of that, right? I'm going to lose this. I might as well not invest that much. I'm going to lose this. I might as well not give it my all. They really wish they had did more and savored it more as well when they had you. It does feel like they've lost you though, because I see you like, poof, over here. And this is someone who's like, I wish I had appreciated it more when it was in my life, or sorry, they were in my life, and this was in my life and I didn't. But it has to do with that imprint that they have. But if you have imprints too, you can have them removed. Very simple. Meditate and just call Metatron or Saint Germain in. However, this is someone who really wishes that they hadn't just enjoyed you, enjoyed it, savored it. It's kind of like love the one that you're with, essentially, right? And they wish they had loved you harder. It's not that it wouldn't have ended. It probably would have. Who knows, right? But this is someone who I should have gave it more anyway, because it's like, sure, it did end up happening that way. Sure, I did lose them. Yeah, you did, right? But this is someone who's like, well, why would I let the fact that I'm probably gonna lose this person stop me from investing more and savoring it? And it did, though. Does that make sense? Like, it did stop this person from giving you more and exploring this more. And sure, they may have lost you in the end no matter what they did, and that probably is the truth. However, it could have gotten a lot farther, and they could have explored this a lot further, and it's something that they just regret. Like, I just wish I did it. I just wish I invested. I just wish I tried it. But how it came to me was like they wish they took a sip of your cup like that, like a second sip anyway. That's how I saw it, the second sip, but more savored it. Yeah, they didn't. Real sad about that, by the way. Let's see, what else did this person regret? Some of you, there was other people involved, or other, maybe other like voices, maybe other connections. Yeah, yeah. Um, they really wish that they hadn't bothered with any of the other ones. I think one of the things that, it sounds strange. I feel like you got a juggler basically, because I'm seeing Saint Germain showing me this person juggling you and someone else or something else. I don't know what this is. It could be anything. They're just juggling you. And and when we juggle, we don't give as much time to something as we can, because we're juggling all the other things in our life. So I feel like there were other people, other places, other things, okay? And they tried to fit you in this, but you should have been like the priority. You should have been the number one. In fact, they probably shouldn't have been juggling. You should have just held that one, I don't know, ball, right? And just really went all in. But they kept trying to juggle everything else in their life, and it was almost too busy. It's almost like they had nothing left for you, and they weren't able to give you more as a result of that juggling behavior. So it was like they were trying to keep too many moving pieces. One of the reasons why they did this, because they always thought they'd lose you. So it was like, well, I got to plan accordingly, right? Yeah, they really wish they hadn't done that, because this is someone who's realizing I planned accordingly, or I was doing it and I gave this connection, I gave them, Gemini, a less. And now I look back and wish I had gave it more. It wasn't like I wasn't going to lose it. It was more like I could have explored this more. It's like, oh, I don't know. Okay, I have it. Okay, I have an example. It's not like the best example. It's not, but Saint Germain did come through. Thank you. He's saying it's like a box of chocolate, and they only tried one chocolate. Like, just try more. And this is someone who really wished they had, but because they were juggling, because they're trying to fit other people or other meals inside of them, they were like, oh, I only can get one of these chocolates, and I have to save my appetite, right? It felt like that, truly. I think you would have felt like this person was treating you like an option, or I feel what it really feels like, juggling you. They juggled you real good too. But it's like, if you were anyone else, it wouldn't matter, but you weren't. And that is why they regret so hard with that one. They regret, again, juggling. I think juggling is a really good way to put it. It does feel like that, because I see this person just trying to give everyone a little bit, and no one's happy, basically. Or maybe they were, who knows? But not you. Let me see. Is there anything else that this person regrets? One last thing before we take this over to the extended for Gemini. It has to do with their negative mindset. They really wish that that they don't think so negatively all the time. It is true, by the way, you are negative, you're going to have negativity. It is what it is. Like, we all know that. All of us have, it depends on how much negativity you have, but all of us have been in that, where you have something bad happen to you, and then everything starts falling apart because your energy is like creating that. We've all been there. It's like, literally, I remember I was like healing one time, healing some anger, and then all of a sudden my microwave broke, right? And it was just like, damn it, I did it again, right? It's that annoyingness. And this is someone who really wishes they weren't so negative, because they feel like it kind of like was not prophesized, but they feel like it played a role, and it did, by the way. It did. But it's like they may not have words for that, but like, if I wasn't so negative, maybe it wouldn't have ended. And it's like, it's that feeling, and deep down they know. They know that negativity played a big role in this, and they really wish that they hadn't been so negative. Oh, it's real sad, by the way. You're person real sad right now. Anyway, I'm gonna take this over to the extended Gemini. If you want to check it out, you can check it out in the comment or description section. Please don't forget to like, and I love you, Gemini. Bye.